What's up everyone and welcome. I'm Ashleen and thanks for clicking into this video. Okay, so last week I posted a video about how to start your intentional self-care journey in 2019, and I also put together a PDF guide, a step-by-step guide to help you in your self-care journey. And I'll also link that video in the description box below where you can find all the information and also the PDF guide. So when talking about self-care, and as I mentioned in last week's video, self-care is composed of 3 categories, which involve the mind, the body, and the soul. Today, what I wanted to focus on is specifically self-care for the mind. There are so many different ways in how to take care of your mind, and it will be very different for everyone because everyone likes and dislikes different things. So specifically for today, what I wanted to talk about are some self-care practices for the mind that have helped me. Alright, so the first self-care practice for the mind that has helped me is journaling. So journaling is something that I've been doing for many years. Actually, I started when I was like a kid actually. I had a small journal and I would just like write in it once in a while just to get like my thoughts out or what happened in my day and that kind of stuff. But I've used that tool and it's carried on throughout my life, and I found it to be very helpful for me to get all of those thoughts that are in my mind out onto paper and kind of make sense of them. So when writing or journaling, there are so many different styles and types to do it. You can simply just get a notebook and just start writing about what happened in your day or what's going on in your mind, that kind of stuff, and that can be very free-flowing. And if you enjoy just freehand writing, then you'll probably enjoy morning pages. So morning pages is basically right when you wake up in the morning, you get a piece of paper and you just start writing everything that comes to mind. It doesn't matter if it makes sense, if it doesn't make sense, if it's just complete gibberish, if it's whatever, just whatever is in your mind, you just continually just start writing it down until you get it all out of your head. Kind of just like a brain dump of all this information and thoughts that you have in your head out onto paper, and that might help you clear some space in your head to start your day off on the right foot. So for me, I have done morning pages, and when I first started, I would just write pages and pages of thoughts that were in my head, and it would really help me just look and see what patterns that there were in my mind in the morning time and just allow me to just get it all out right there in the morning and then to start my day on the right foot. But if you prefer more structured journaling practices, then you can try something called journal prompts. So journal prompts are questions that you can ask yourself and write down and then answer them right below on a piece of paper. So this is definitely a lot more structured, and there are so many different types of journal prompts out there that ask specific questions about your life and all that kind of stuff. One really simple one to bring maybe some type of awareness into your day is simply by asking yourself and then writing about, how do you feel right now in this moment? And that can be a question that can be very helpful. Come back to just the present moment and just really look inward and see, hey, how am I feeling right now? And it may bring up some feelings or thoughts or emotions for you of things that may have been underlying throughout your day that you may have not noticed unless you ask yourself the question, hey, how am I feeling right now? So journaling, that's definitely something that I find is a great self-care practice for the mind, whether it be more structured or whether it may be more loosely just writing. Another self-care practice for the mind is meditating. Meditating is something that takes practice for sure, and getting into meditation and starting to practice it consistently definitely does take some effort and will take some time. But the more you stick with it and the more you practice it, the better you will get at it. I've noticed that for myself. So meditation is something that helps bring you back to the present moment, to help you notice what is specifically going on around you right now instead of rather being in your head. So it just allows you to detach from the thoughts in your head and to become more present in the here and now. Meditation can be relaxing, it can be calming, it can be soothing, it can be really good for your mind, and it can be even more beneficial for you during times of stress. I try to increase my meditation in times of when I am feeling a lot more stressed out, because I find that it helps my mind relax, and it just brings a sense of ease and calmness in myself. So meditation definitely is something that has helped me a lot. And there are so many different types of meditation recordings online and on the internet that you can find out there. For myself, I prefer guided meditations, and I just find that they're more helpful and they keep me on track, and they help keep bringing me back to the present moment when my mind starts wandering, which if you've meditated before or do meditation, you know that that's a part of meditation. It's your mind starts wandering, and that doesn't mean that you failed at meditation. It just means that that's what the mind does, and allowing yourself to notice that and come back to the present moment, I think that's the real sole purpose of meditation and being mindful. So yeah, I really enjoy guided meditations because I just find that they are more helpful, and you can find so many videos on YouTube, just on the internet, through apps on your iPhone. There are so many ways to find it, and so many different types of meditations. So try one and see what works for you, and stick with it and see how it helps you, and see if it helps your mind, because I feel like it will be really beneficial as a self-care practice for your mind. All right, and the last self-care practice for the mind is reading. So reading is something that I find that always stimulates my mind and gets me thinking. And for me, I know that reading self-development and self-care books or listening to audiobooks is something that I just love doing, because again, it stimulates my mind to start thinking of specific topics that maybe I didn't think about before that can help me in my life right now. And it makes me think about how can I apply this in my life right now, and what can I really learn from what this person is saying in this book or this audiobook. And when I am reading, I do find that it helps me take some time and space for myself, and it helps me get into this zone of feeling good and feeling like I'm doing something really good for myself and really good for my mind. So I'm reading 2 books right now. First is Rising Strong by Brene Brown. I would really recommend this book. It's very insightful, and Brene just knows how to write so well and bring up specific topics and points, and which allows you to look inward and reflect on your own life. So I would really recommend that one. And the second book I'm reading right now is called Resilient by Rick Hansen. So I actually found out about Rick Hansen by watching a YouTube video where he was being interviewed by Marie Forleo, actually, on her channel. And all of the topics that he was talking about, I was very curious and interested in. So I looked up this book, Resilient, and he has so many good points in this book as well. There's so much to learn from, and the way he defines resilient and how we can really internalize good experiences in ourselves. He does it so well, so I would really recommend this book as well. Alright, so those are 3 self-care practices that you can do for yourself to help your mind. I really hope that this video was helpful for you, and let me know in the comments below what you thought. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button. And I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.